Well, welcome back to Disaster Central, everybody. Let's get you some disasters or the news, or basically it's the same thing nowadays, right? Let's get to it. You do not have to like the video. You do not have to subscribe. Unless you want to, of course. But yeah, we gotta get to it. We got massive disasters going on. We gotta talk about Uncle Donnie, the homie Carney. Oh, that actually rhymed. Damn, I didn't know about that. Okay, check this out. Roll it.
Stuart Smith. This is the guy that got the shit beat out of him by Raja. This guy thought it was part of the game. What, you don't know me?
Hell no.
Oh,
the guy immediately apologized when he realized Raja wasn't another wrestler.
I appreciate it.
Man, this is how it used to be back in the days. Brothers would come together as one, and you know what? Water under the bridge, over the bridge, don't matter, bro. We all the one. You know what? Let's fist bump, handshake, apologies. You know what? Man, let's get together real quick. Not in that way, pause, but you know, let's get together real quick. And that's exactly what people thought. Okay, you know what? Humanity is restored. Humanity is saved. But then something else happens then, which you're about to see. All right. So yeah, get ready.
Raja accepted the apologies, but later on was literally rage-baited by his own chat into taking revenge.
The guy's not dead, and he's able to communicate at least a little bit. And this guy just started hitting him while he's unconscious. Like, this guy is a motherfucking tank. To take that many punches, video on LSF shows Rampage insulting him minutes before the attack. So his own dad is rage-baiting his son into ruining his life.
For people that don't know, his father, Rampage Jackson, is one of the most popular MMA fighters of all time.
Rampage Jackson makes fun of his son before he commits assault.
Yo, did you get jumped by a bunch of dudes in tights? I looked at your stream and you hugging on some dudes, some booty shorts. I saw you hugging on your coach.
He got jumped by some dudes in tights. And is he current UFC or former? I didn't see that, but okay, let's get what the heck?
He trying to make it out like he's gay. His dad's rage baiting him by calling him gay.
Watch. My dad can't never call me a bitch. Straight up.
My dad can't never call me a bitch.
Hey, can I say that on YouTube?
Watch me fuck my life up. I'll show you, Dad.
How many subs to knock him out?
Yo, bro, how many subs to knock him out? He's so done.
Humanity is cooked, y'all. Brother, I mean, not even brother, dad got low impulse control. What is going on, man? This is what peak insecurity looks like. People always say peak masculinity, toxic masculinity, peak masculinity. This is peak insecurity, bros.
All they're gonna need to do is play the video.
I'm gonna fake crash out. All right, bet.
Bet I won't fuck my life up. No, you think I'm a pussy? I'm not. I'll fuck it up right now.
You about to see how fake of a crash out I am.
He's getting gassed up and set off by his dad and a bunch of 12-year-olds.
What's up, bro?
There we go. Oh no.
Chat made him so mad that he went and ruined his life.
Sometimes, man, you don't need to do what the chat says. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm not talking about you guys, okay? You guys the best, man. You guys the best, man. Come on, man. I'm talking about, like, the live chat, right? Sometimes you don't need to act upon what the chat says. Not you guys. You guys the best, okay? Like the stream, like the video, guys.
Because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bro. Real shit.
It was all an act. It was just a play. Don't worry. It was wrestling.
Yeah.
Calm down. You don't want to get banned. It's just wrestling. It's all an act.
That's why the guy almost died. It was an act.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard that whenever you do something that's a crime, it's always a really good idea to immediately leave the scene as fast as you can. That way, there's a lower probability that you'll get and record yourself doing it.
Hit me with a fucking beer can. I'm tired of everybody thinking I'm soft and weak and shit.
Got rage baited by 12-year-olds into ruining his life. He's like, guys, I gotta make sure these kids are happy.
Yeah.
He knows what's coming. That's crazy. You f***ed up your whole life to get the approval of 12-year-olds. Somebody just linked it to me. He had 700 viewers. He ruined his life.
Oh, no, man. Okay, if it was 70,000, even that is not justified. I'm not justifying it, but okay. But like for 700 viewers, bruh. You gotta have better impulse control than that, bro. Check this out. This one is serious though. Roll it.
Welcome back.
Not that the other clip wasn't serious, but that was like he got rage baited, right? So, but this
So our
one
next
real.
guest is suing Uber after a shocking attack, which was all caught on camera. Take a look at this. An illegal immigrant driver was seen sucker punching him in the face and knocking him out. That attack left him hospitalized with a brain injury, and he is now here to join us and tell us all about what happened here. His name is Brian Coble, and he's the CEO.
That's him. Oh shit! Oh shit! Brother, looks like he got really good neck game, man. Like, damn, because yeah, I've been taking like martial arts classes, right, in my free time, just a hobby, you know. And that's what the teacher was teaching. You gotta have a good neck game. Pause. You gotta have a neck game, okay? It's simple as that. So when you take a punch like that, your neck can, you know, come in and save the day. And I guess that's what happened. So
CEO of TC Biofarm. Brian, thanks for coming on this morning. We're glad you're okay right now.
Yeah.
Before we get into talking about the suspect here, just fill us in on what led up to this. There's no audio in that video, but we see the guy just get out of the car, you're holding your dog, and then he just clocks you in the face. What happened?
Yeah, like...
You know, it was a very innocuous interaction. We had gone to get in the car, as is typical. I leaned in with the service animal to ensure that he was okay with the pet being with me. He said no pets.
Oh, shout out to the guy that actually recorded the number plate.
Said, she's a service animal. We clarified that. He objected 2 more times, at which point, which happens regularly, I told him, look, cancel the ride and we'll move on. Right, I'm not here to impose that issue if he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
We walked around the back of the car. Next thing I know, he's out of the car in my face. I put my hand out saying, "Get your car," and that's it.
People are really short-tempered nowadays, right? So, okay, you don't want service dog in your car? Yeah, fine, I'll cancel the ride, you know? Yeah, and it's cool, like, if you don't want a service dog, I think he is in the right, you are also in the right. Yeah, right, that was cool. But then brother comes out and then sucker punches him like it's WWE, though.
Next thing I know, I'm on my back in the hospital.
And here's the profile on this guy, if we can pull this up. He's an illegal immigrant from Russia, 42 years old. He illegally crossed into the sanctuary state.
That is not good, brother. Vadim, yeah, I don't know, 42, man, 42, brother, that is, yeah, 42. Released on a $10,000 bond. What are we talking about, guys?
California back in 2022, then as usual was caught and released into the U.S. by the Biden administration. After he attacked you, he was arrested for second-degree assault and battery, then was released on a $10,000 bond, but he is now in ICE custody and ICE is seeking to deport him. You found all that out after the fact. What was your reaction?
Dog, okay, I'm not trying to give tips and tricks out there, tips and tricks with Governor SKizzle of no country, you know, not trying to be that governor out here, but like, bro, if you're an illegal immigrant, dog, like, don't go around like sucker punching people, bro. Like, then the cops gonna be on your ass and then they're gonna find out, and the more you F around, right, like, simple as that. Like, yeah, this one, I forgot brother's name, but great teacher. You gotta live with this principle, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and everybody in between. So the more you F around, the more you're gonna find out, and he's finding out right now. Like the video for tips and tricks with Governor SKizzle.
You know, I was shocked. Uber is a $200 billion company. When you get in a car with the Uber sticker on it, it carries that brand weight. It carries the trust that you have in that brand. They imbue it
not anymore
into these drivers. So you would have assumed, and I had up until that date, that they do background checks. They vet these individuals, that they've got a stringent process that's difficult to evade. And apparently that's not the case, you know, so I was taken aback, and it made me wonder, you know, how often has this person done it? How many other times is this going to happen? And how do you change that narrative and fix this so that it doesn't happen to somebody else?
And then I understand after this happened, Uber suspended your account while the driver was allowed.
What? Yo! Say it, so say psych, bro. No way. So he got sucker punched and Uber got rid of his account. What? You gotta be flipping my flapjacks, bro. This is America. Yo, America is like GTA Online server, man. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
To keep driving, even though you provided hospital records showing what happened. Fill us in. What did Uber do? How did they handle this?
Yeah, in fact, he picks up an Uber ride about 2 minutes later after leaving me for death, respectively. So when I got out of the hospital, I realized my account had been suspended. I corresponded with Uber. I sent them the hospital records. I sent them the police report. I actually sent them the contact information for the detective who was working on the case at the time, as well as had them speak to an eyewitness, and gave them my account along with pictures of the actual injuries. About 48 to 72 hours later, Uber just deactivated my account. So it appears to me that this is sort of their MO, right? Which is get sucker punch and get banned. We love it out here. Yeah, that should be the tagline. Get sucker punch and get banned. We love it out here. Yeah, that's a trademark right there. Put yourselves, your end users, your riders in a dangerous situation. If something bad happens, disavow any sort of liability, any responsibility, any accountability. Throw your hands up and say it's got nothing to do with us, and then vilify the victims and attack us. And that seems to be their process, and that's a very immoral way to go about your business, especially when you're a multi-billion-dollar global organization. You would think there would be a little more interest in humans out here.
And real quick, just want to tag out with what Uber is saying about all this. They say, quote, "There's no place for violence on the Uber platform. While we can't comment on pending litigation, Uber is deeply committed to safety and complies with all applicable federal, state, and local laws and regulations around worker eligibility." Brian, got about 10 seconds left here. Just looking for a yes or no. Have they reached out to you to talk about any potential settlement here?
Nope.
Not even a little, and that'll tell you exactly what that statement that they lay out really means, right? What commitment to safety do you have if you're unwilling to speak about safety here?
Damn, that's wild. Real quick though, let's actually get down to this one here. Before I forget, shout out to the homie Dan for the $10 super thanks. Shout out to the homie Ben for the 5. Shout out to you guys, man. Homeboy says that he's from South Wales, UK. Shout out to South Wales, UK. And shout out to Marks and Ben. We love you, bro. Peace and love always. Thank you guys so much for all the love on the channel, for supporting the channel, becoming members. Super thanks, super chatting and all that. And shout out to the homie Cody for becoming a brand new member as well. Appreciate the love on the channel, and thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Do not sucker punch, and yeah, don't get banned out here by Uber, man. That's all I can say, bro. But check this out, roll it.
Lastly, sir, this is an executive order on flag burning. It charges your attorney general.
Would you listen to this? This is very important. Flag burning. All over the country, they're burning flags. All over the world, they burn the American flag. And as you know, through a very sad court, I guess it was a 5-4 decision. They called it freedom of speech, but there's another reason which is perhaps much more important. It's called death. Because what happens when you burn a flag is the area goes crazy. If you have hundreds of people, they go crazy. You could do other things. You can burn this piece of paper.
Yeah, right. Like, human beings are creatures of habit. So if they see, and people follow each other, right? So if you see, like, for example, right, simple shit, it's like everybody's like looking down on their phone, and whenever there's a red light, you stop walking, right, and you look down on your phone. But from the corner of your eye, if you see somebody move, you're gonna automatically assume that it's green light, even if it's not. Okay, yeah, people do that all the time, right? So yeah, if you apply that logic, if you see somebody like burning a flag, everybody like, oh shit, let me, oh damn, they got a party going on, oh my god, they're gonna have a barbecue next, so let me add some, let me get some too. Pause. Let me just hop in real quick, right? Let's get to it. So yeah, people sometimes do, not sometimes, people do that all the time. So yeah,
you can, and it's, but when you burn the American flag, it incites riots at levels that we've never seen before. People go crazy. Right. In a way, both ways. There's some that are going crazy for doing it. There are others.
This is, I think, one of his top 10 most orange days, by the way.
Bruh. I mean, I'm not an American, but I gotta agree, right? Like, let's not burn your flag down. Like, you know, gotta have respect for your country's flag. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. If you like the homie Trump, if you don't like the homie Trump, that's fine. That's fair, though. Everybody got their opinions, right? But yeah, like, if you're living, I mean, if you're a citizen of America, bro, like, regardless of what your background is, right, you shouldn't be hating on a country. You know what I'm saying? You can hate some aspects. For example, like, I love everything about Canada, bro. Hand on top of this bottle of water, bro. I love Canada. The only thing I don't like is the 50% taxes, bro. And then I gotta pay installment payment for the next year taxes this year, because they're like, hey, what if this suckers die, right? Like, you gotta collect the money, bro. Yeah, like, I paid taxes this year, and these suckers are like, yo, pay next year taxes. I paid 50% this year. You feel what I'm saying? And I gotta pay like the same amount for next year, but this year, right? So I'm getting double tax. It's not double tax. But it's double tax essentially, right? I'm paying next year taxes early, but I ended up paying last year taxes this year, bro. I cannot compute that part, right? But that's the thing that I don't like about Canada. But other than that, love Canada, you know what I'm saying? Canada. So yeah, if you're a citizen of a country, bro, like, damn, man, what are you doing, like, burning your country's flag? That's disrespectful. I mean, you know, like, if you don't like the country, you can always move to another one, you know what I'm saying? So,
like, this, I mean, this really, I mean, he really got it on thick today.
Very orange.
Angry.
One gets a lot.
Angry about them doing it. Do you want to discuss that?
Sure. So what the executive order does, sir, it charges your Department of Justice with investigating instances of flag burning, and then where there's evidence of criminal activity, where prosecution wouldn't fall afoul of the First Amendment, and instructs the Department of Justice to prosecute those who are engaged in these instances of flag burning.
Damn.
And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail, no early exits, no nothing.
No early,
1 year in jail. If you burn a flag, you get...
Holy!
1 year sounds kind of too, like, low of a number. Make it like 365 days or something. You know, I know, same thing, but like, it sounds just more on paper, right? You feel what I'm saying?
What it does is incite to riot. I hope they use that language, by the way. Did they?
Yeah, incitement is...
Somebody said release the X-Files. Yeah, no, release the Epstein files. Absolutely, man. Release the Epstein files. 110%, but at this point, bro, like, I don't think he's gonna...
To riot. And you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail, and it goes on your record.
Pretty simple.
And you will see flag burning stopping immediately, just like when I signed the Statute and Monument Act. 10 years in jail if you hurt any of our beautiful monuments. Everybody left town.
It's crazy what happens whenever that happens. This is the way I see it, okay?
Uh-oh.
I think that if you burn your own flag on your own property, there's nothing wrong with it. I think that if you go out in public and you burn a flag, I mean, again, like, there were a bunch of hate speech and hate crime laws that got added in. And so, like, really, like, what's the difference between that and this?
And you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. You don't get 10 years, you don't get 1 month. You get 1 year in jail.
Yeah,
and it goes on your record.
You get like 1 year pass, right? All right, let's, so that was Uncle Donnie. Now let's see what the homie Carney gotta say. Roll it.
Prime Minister Mark Carney was welcomed to Berlin Tuesday morning by German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. Merz and Carney just got their top jobs earlier this spring. Carney, of course, elected in April, Merz in May. One's a liberal, one's a small C conservative, but they really both campaigned on essentially a similar message.
By the way, like, American liberals and Canadian liberals might sound the same on paper, but it's not, bro. Like, the Canadian liberals are quite tame, and Canadian conservatives are quite tame in comparison to American conservatives. Just wanted to throw that out there, because a lot of people kind of go crazy on that stuff, right? But
promising quick action on the economy and strengthening security relationships.
Countries like Germany.
It probably is the maple syrup. That's probably is the reason.
The Canada partnership with the European Union can provide stability and prosperity for our citizens.
And so, after about an hour and a half or so of meetings, both men emerged to say they've got some deals done. First, Canada and Germany are going to have signed a critical minerals partnership that will see Canadian critical minerals produced and developed for export markets. Second, Canada and Germany say they're going to get serious about finding ways to export Canadian liquefied natural gas to German markets. Details.
So, okay, how does that benefit, like, a normal citizen? Like, I just want to know that. That's cool and all, but can a brother perhaps get lower taxes? You know, economy is shitty right now. The housing market, bro. Like, brothers cannot even afford a house, and even if brothers can, it's like, bro, you gotta put like a crazy ass down payment, then this, that, the other. It's getting tough out here, man. So what about that? We want to know.
TBD. But the big commercial and defense news of the day was all about submarines. The Royal Canadian Navy is in the market right now for 12 new subs. And Canada announced it.
Dog, I got a submarine in GTA Online, man. I don't need, what the hell? Well, get ready. Lower taxes, bro. Lower taxes. We demand answers. Lower taxes. Taxes are theft. Taxes are theft. Taxes are theft. Everybody on me, with me, not on me, pause, but with me, that's the word, not on me. Okay guys, listen man, I'm exclusive, but not to anybody right now, but I'm future exclusive to my wife, okay? If you're just throwing that out there, not on me, man. Come on guys, get it together, right?
Today that it has narrowed down the potential bidders or suppliers for those subs to 2 companies, one in South Korea, a Hanwha Ocean company, and the other a German-Norwegian consortium headed up by ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems. Canada is not buying nuclear submarines, but both the German-Norwegian consortium and the Koreans, they can build the type of submarine that can still stay submerged under.
She swims nicely, pause.
Water for 21 days. You got to have that if you're going to operate under Arctic ice using a combination of diesel and battery power. Canada's also asking both these manufacturers, you got to make sure you build these subs so that they can fire ballistic missiles. Now, Canada right now has just 4 submarines.
Basically, they're trying to say is that don't fuck with Canada, bro. That's what we're trying to say, essentially, guys. That's what we're trying to say, okay? Don't be coming here and sucker punching us, man. Because if you do that, we gonna ban your ass. Probably not. It's the guy that's gonna get sucker punched. That's probably who gonna get banned, just like that Uber dude from earlier.
All of them bought from the British, used back in 1998, and those subs are going to have to be decommissioned in 2035, and that's
wait, like, was that an American flag, or and inside the guy was having like a Canadian flag? What? Bruh. What? Damn. So is it like Canada, US together? I mean, I'd love to see that, but like
a relatively narrow window in defense.
Yeah, that's like American flag, bro. Y'all boys bought it from like Europe. Oh wait, what? You guys bought it, right? You guys bought it. Now it should be Canada, bro. Put the Canadian flag there, man. Damn.
Procurement terms. So Canada needs to pull the trigger quickly to choose between the Germans or the South Koreans for these subs. Now, one of the conditions of the contract Canada will sign is this. This is going to be one of the biggest procurement projects ever in Canadian military history. It could be $20-25 billion.
Yeah.
And what
you guys don't need that much, man. Give that to everybody that's watching this video, bro, that likes the video. Simple as that. Like if you agree. But did you see this video, man? If you have not, check it out, because the stuff that is coming out about them aliens, them twats, them UFOs and all that, check it out, and I'll see you right there. It's pretty crazy, man.